So today we're looking at the only rotorcraft or helicopter we have on display here at the New Zealand Warbird Association, that being the Bell 47, or what's also known as the Sioux, S-I-O-U-X, like Sioux City. For those of you who have watched the TV series MASH, you might recognize this helicopter. Though it wasn't actually used in the TV series, they used these types of helicopters, being the Bell 47s. So, pictured, if you will, a stretcher across here and one on the other side, as well as Hawkeye, BJ, and all of them. Hawkeye, BJ, and all of them trying to squeeze themselves into this here bubble canopy. Now, I myself am about, I'm not sure, 180 to 185 centimeters, or 6 foot to 6'2". A little older, and a lot of the male cast from MASH were a little taller than me, and looking in this here canopy, one wonders how they managed to fit in here. Now, this example was used by the New Zealand Air Force, as well as a bunch of others who were operated by the New Zealand Air Force. They offered a lot more comfort than the previous helicopters. What they are, I'm not sure what the previous ones were. They offered more comfort due to the much wider cockpit. And they also could carry a much greater payload and had a better performance than previous helicopters and previous variants. Now, this particular example, NZ3702, as it says there on the tail, was operated by the New Zealand Air Force and delivered in 1965. And was retired from service in 2012. So that's a very long time span. It and the entire Bell 47 fleet was replaced by the newer Augusta Westland A109 LUH. This particular helicopter is on a long-term loan from the New Zealand Air Force Museum. So it's provided, let me try that again. It's powered by a turbocharged, horizontally opposed 6-cylinder engine. As you can see there in the middle, it's what I would call a naked frame. A frame that shows everything on display. It is how they were when operated. As for those of you who've watched MASH, you can remember. You just picture one of these flying in with a couple casualties on either side. They weren't very fast, these helicopters. Their maximum speed was 91 knots, or 105 miles an hour, or 169 kilometers an hour. So not very fast, but it didn't need to be fast. It just needed to get through whatever purpose it may need. These helicopters, that being the Bell 47s, were the first helicopters used by the New Zealand Air Force. I did mention earlier that they were previous ones. I made a mistake on that. I've just read up on that. I'd like to apologize for that. They were the first helicopters used by the New Zealand Air Force. Just this variant was used as a replacement for older variants, as it provided better performance, slightly bigger space and greater load capacity. It served primarily as a conversion trainer, but was also used for light observation, liaison, and medevac roles, much like you would have seen in the TV show MASH. Now, I'm afraid that is all the knowledge I have, and may or may not have researched a little bit on the Bell 47. So if you have anything you'd like to add to that in the comments, please feel free to do so. Other than that, feel free to like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.